Hello again. I'm going to attach an interesting little video clip. It isn't very long. And the title is Aurora Movie Theater Shooting Victims. They want to know where the gunman James Holmes is located. Actually, they need to know where James Holmes is located. Now, according to the video, James Holmes was moved out of Colorado. And he was moved to a location that hasn't been identified. And what the victims' families are being told is the reason he was moved is because his life was being threatened in the prison system. So they've given him an alias and they've relocated him to another prison out of state. The problem with that is the families are suing the theater. And the lawyers need to have access to James for his testimony with respect to the ease of entry, etc., etc. And you have to ask yourself a question. Was James Holmes moved to protect James Holmes? Or was James Holmes moved because they want to keep James Holmes pretty much in isolation? If you take a look at the videos of when he was first arrested, if you take a look at his trial, he looked like he was out of his mind. His eyes were wide open. They were flaming red. Not a whole lot different than Gerald Loeffner, the Tucson shooter. What I believe happened was both of these individuals were drugged, as was Dylan Roof, the shooter in South Carolina, in Charleston, South Carolina, at the church. They were all drugged. We're not going to get a toxicology report, and even if we did get one, it probably wouldn't even be remotely close to what was found in their systems. They were drugged to create the mayhem that they created. All part of the dysfunctional administration's push to take away our Second Amendment rights. Obama can't do what he wants to do as long as we have access to our weapons. And they went about it systematically, trying to turn the American people away from accepting people that have access to weapons. When those failed, we had the Sandy Hook event. When that failed, we had the Boston Marathon bombing event. That also gave the administration an opportunity to test their ability to shut down a city, which they did. And then we had the Virginia shooting event. None of those have been successful from the administration's point of view. They're not going to stop trying. James Holmes was moved for a whole lot of reasons. I don't think they were too concerned about his well-being. I think they're more concerned about the truth, about why he did what he did. And I'm willing to bet he didn't even know he did it. That's why he had that stunned, glassy-eyed stare. The same stunned, glassy-eyed stare that Gerald Loeffner in Tucson had. There wasn't an Adam Lanza. He didn't exist. Sandy Hook never happened. Folks, you need to look at the pieces of the puzzle. I'll attach this link. You can listen to it. And you can decide. I already have a long time ago.